One love to the humble, one love to the humble, one love to the humble. May grace and peace be multiplied unto you. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a real good day, to be honest with you. We're in this nice fall weather. Things are getting a little cooler. But hey, it is what it is. You know, unite with your families and do the great things you do around about this time. Hey, listen, I just want to tell us as black people, we got to realize something. This ain't about, my channel ain't really about the racist, being racist or being black against white or anything like that. That's not what I'm doing here. It may seem like that, but that's not what I'm doing here. But what I want to tell you right now is this: there ain't nobody's going to do anything for you. There is nobody coming. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what side of the fence you on as far as politics goes? You could be a Democrat, you could be a Republican. It really don't make a difference. None of that really matters in the grand scheme of things. It's cool for, like, you know, for what it's cool for. You know, if you feel like that gives you something to go against the other side about, and they fighting back, going against you, and you going against them, if that's what you do, cool. That's what you do. But it ain't, in the grand scheme of things, it's not gonna change your life that much. What you really got to do is really know that none of that's gonna help you. You got plenty of examples out here to prove that. You look at the Asian community. Asian people have no representation in government whatsoever, yet they own just about everything. They are like on the top of the list almost, as far as the most wealthiest group of people in the United States. And you don't see them represented in politics. You don't even see them talking about politics. They are doing work. They are here building and growing and uniting and doing things family, in the family oriented way. But that's something we're not doing. You know what we're doing. We're taking each other out. We got problems with each other. People come on my post talking trash to me. I say let's separate from other people. People get mad, but we do it anyway. We do it all the time. We keep screaming unity and united, being united. We're not united at all as a race. I don't care what nobody say. We got different groups and pockets and cliques that click up. You got this group of people, of black people, that think like this. You got this group of black people over here. You got this group of black people over here. You got this group of black people that believe in religion. Then you got this group of black people that don't believe in religion, so they don't like the black people that believe in religion. You got this group of black people that got successful. They're doing great things. They might be mingling with more white people only because it's more white people that's successful than black. But then the black people that's mingling with them, that could show the black people that don't have it how to do it. The black people that don't have it, they don't like the black people who's successful. They call them bootlickers and all kinds of names. And then you got it just keeps going on and on and on with all these different sects and cliques that we got. But yet we screaming unity all at the same time. And none of that stuff is going to matter. Whatever your philosophy is on life, whatever your worldview is, it doesn't matter. What the matters is what are we doing as a collective to build, instead of arguing about politics, religion, what somebody believe in. It don't matter what your faith is. It don't matter if you're a Christian, no matter if you're a Muslim, no matter if you're atheist, it don't matter. What you practice is what you practice. What your religious belief is, whatever your God is, that's what your God is. It's so what? There's nothing to be arguing about. What you need to be arguing about is how do we fix the problems that we have, and we got plenty of them. We can't keep pointing the finger over at somebody else every time the finger's pointed at us. You got to be accountable. You have to be accountable for what you do. You can't always just continue to do this thing where you point the finger at somebody else. As soon as we say something about us, we gotta say, well, they do it too. Stop. That's childish. We don't worry. Why are you worried about what somebody else doing? And let's fix ourselves. You know, we need economic power. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying we need economic power so we can go and push this whole more this racist agenda, more this division. I'm talking about we need to build businesses in our community. And I'm not talking about corner stores and gas stations. I'm talking about some serious businesses. That's serious too, but that's not something that's reasonable that we're gonna be able to get into because of what it costs. I'm talking about the average everyday man and woman. That's what I'm talking to. The average everyday man and woman. We have to learn how to create businesses. It ain't that hard. It's actually very cheap. And it's probably the best thing you're going to ever do. And it does not have to take away your job. You can still work your job and do your business on the side. Yes, it's going to consume a lot of time. Yes, it's going to consume a lot of energy. Yes, it's going to do all of those things. But it's also going to get you out of the current condition that you're in. You want to get off EBT. You want to get off SNAP. You want to get off all these government benefits. Create a business. You won't even, that stuff won't even matter no more once you create your business. I'm telling you. And don't try to create these businesses you see people doing on TikTok and all that. I'm talking about reasonable businesses like lawn care. I'm talking about like small engine repair. I'm talking about things you can go down into your local community college and take for like $100. You can go take $100 course on small engine repair. They work on lawnmowers, little engines like that. And all those guys out there, they got them lawnmower companies, got them lawn care companies. They be bringing equipment to you to fix. And regular everyday people will bring their equipment. That's reasonable business that you can start, and you can change your income around. You can make an extra $30,000 just off of doing small engine repair. You can go out and start a lawn care company. It's nothing to start. They cheat to start it. You don't need no money to start. Most people already got a lawnmower at their house. Most people already got these things, and if they don't, you can go down into the hardware store, whatever one near you, and rent the stuff until you can buy it. It's so many things that we could be doing. You can start a car washing business, a mobile car wash. That'll cost no money to start. It's so cheap, and you can change your life around. An extra $20,000 a year added to what you're already making. You can do this, and it don't take a lot of time. You can do it on the weekends. You can do it on your days off. You can do whatever instead of going down there signing that paperwork to get on government assistance. It's not worth that. Get off of that stuff, man. Do some extra work and come up out of it. You never know where this thing might lead. You never know. Education, going to school. I'm not saying you got to go to a 4-year college, but that education will always be the thing that equalizes. We try to downplay it in our community. We got to stop downplaying it. It is an equalizer. It do change things. That paperwork means something. It means something. It's not just some paperwork. It's not just a waste of time. If you go for the right things, it's not a waste of time. It's a waste of time to go to a 4-year school to get a degree that you're not gonna work in, or something you didn't need a degree for. You know, some people go to school for stuff that don't make no sense just to say they went to college. No, you got to go for real things. See, nowadays anybody can go to college. It used to be only for smart people, but now anybody can go. Since anybody can go, they don't care what you take, as long as they can get your money, and you come out of school with college debt. Now, if you're going to school to be a doctor, then that would be worth the debt that come with it. But if you're going to school to be to do basket weaving, just an example, but you know what I mean. You know the comparison. Something that don't really mean nothing. You going to college for 4 years just for that, and to come out with $50,000 to $100,000 in debt. That's dumb. Go to get something that's gonna make money. Something in STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. That's where you need to go to get the. If you're gonna get in debt, go for those things, or go for something that's gonna make some money when you come out. Not something that you're gonna be struggling for a job. And then you don't have to go to a 4-year school. You can go down here to the tech. They got plenty of things down there you can take. And a lot of them pay good money. It's a lot of jobs out here that don't even require a degree. They pay over $100,000 a year. There's a lot of cybersecurity jobs. There's a lot of jobs that go unfilled every year that pay over $100K, and you don't need a degree to get them. But who knows about it? Nobody. You got to start getting on this smartphone. Don't be done with a smartphone. You got all the information at your fingertips. Use it. But see, we don't want to work for nothing. We think somebody owe it to us. We blaming other people. We can't keep doing that. It's over with. It played out. Families. It's another big deal. You got to keep your families intact. You got to keep your families intact. We got to stop all these births being happening outside of wedlock. People don't want to get married no more, whatever. If you ain't going to get married no more, fine. You don't have to get married. You don't think there's enough good people out there to get married, fine. The women want to sleep around, fine. The men want to sleep around, fine. Everybody want to do whatever they want to do, fine. The point I'm making is, first of all, I don't agree with that. I don't think you should, but I know what I'm saying is not going to stop you. People are going to continue to do all the dumb stuff that they do, and it's not, no more, people are not family oriented anymore. But I'm going to say this, stop having kids outside of wedlock. Stop putting these kids in poverty. If you mess around here and get pregnant, don't go get no abortion. Take the kid and give the kid up for adoption to a family that can take care of him. But the number one thing is it starts with you as an individual. Stop with the kids. Stop making kids. All these forms of contraceptives out here. Stop making kids that you can't take care of. You're putting a kid in a messed up situation. You're going to make the kid grow up in poverty because you're in poverty. And you keep birthing a kid that's going to be in poverty. Just because you want to, this goes all the way back to government assistance. A lot of people are doing it for that reason. Or they're doing it carelessly because they know that if something happens, they can just get on government assistance. That's a bad mindset to have. Stop having birth to these babies in these conditions. They don't deserve it. They didn't ask to be born. You purposely putting them in this predicament and hoping they can get you up out of it. That ain't their job. Their job is to live their life, not yours. So I'm telling you, we got to stop this babies being born outside of wedlock. If you're going to have the baby, if you can sleep with this person, you can marry him. If they're good enough to put your part into their part, or you allowing their part to get put into your part, then they good enough to marry. And ain't no way you can make no other kind of sense to me. There's no way you can lay down with a person that you and then say I can't marry them, but you can give your body to them. You can exchange bodily fluids with them, but marrying them that's out the question. That's dumb. Faith, back to the faith thing again. We need to have a solid foundation in faith. Whether you want to believe it or not, faith changes things. Faith moves you. Faith drives you. Faith gives you motivation. It does. It gives you some things that you don't necessarily get on your own, that you can get inside of faith. We need that. I know a lot of people don't want to believe in it. That's fine. I say you should. You should have a solid faith that's leading you down the right path in life, that's keeping your morals straight, that's keeping you on the right path. See, all these things tie in together. And what keeps a community strong and keeps a community moving on the upward momentum to success and greatness. When you don't have no faith, you don't have nothing you believe in, you don't have nothing that's driving you, you don't have nothing that's keeping your morals intact, you don't have none of that structure in your community, you look like we look right now. Because see, when we was doing these things back before the civil rights movement, when black people was actually doing these things, we didn't have these problems. We need to get back to that. That's the only thing gonna save us. We need to get away from what these things that people doing out here in the world and get back to what's gonna make us rise up again. Accountability. We gotta have some accountability. We cannot continue to do things the way we do and not be accountable. See, we don't want to be accountable. I can see people on a post, somebody can do something wrong, and black people will come in there and support that situation only because of what a white person said against it. Since the white people don't like it, we're going to say we like it just to be in opposition. No, those people who doing bad things, we don't need to be supporting that. When I was growing up, you didn't play with the bad kids. Your parents would tell you, don't let me catch you down there playing around with so-and-so or so. Because see, they ain't had no home training. They ain't had no parents to teach them right. So you ain't supposed to be around them. But see, nowadays, we don't care. We're going to support the worst of the worst among us. We want to support them. We should not be supporting that. They should feel the pain and they should change to want to get back inside the group. Otherwise, they stay on the outside until they can get their stuff together. No, it's not. It don't have to be permanent, but it's going to be until you get your stuff together. Commitment. We need to start making commitments to each other. Be there for each other. Be down for each other. And I'm not talking about blacks against whites. I'm sick of that. That's over and dead. I'm talking about just us making a commitment to support each other. Now, I'm not talking about support nonsense, but I'm saying just in a general sense, just be supportive. We got too many of us taking each other out over nonsense. The young people ain't got no guidance, no morals, no values, no structure, no faith. They're just doing whatever, and ain't nobody can do nothing about it because we ain't teaching them no better. All these things are tied in together. All these things feed off each other. All these things bounce off each other. All these things causes the problems in our community. Listen, there's got to be a change because at this point, we're taking each other out. We got over 23 million abortions that happened in the black community since abortion became available. On top of that, we got young men killing each other in gang violence. On top of that, now the women are starting to get involved, and they're losing their lives too. And this happening predominantly in our community. We're only like 13% of the population. Since the birth control came into effect in the 70s to present day, over 23 million black babies have been aborted. 23 million. They don't rub you the wrong way. And on top of that, look how many people look how many black men and women are being killed per year in gang violence. We talk about white people. We talking about racist, so-called racist people doing something to us. I don't think that's the problem. Stats say that's not the problem. I suggest you go look at this stuff and think about what you're gonna do with your life. Y'all take care.